The best designers are meticulous when it comes to details. They ensure every single element on the design is polished, but importantly, has a purpose. But what does this mean, and what does it actually look like on a real design? Paying attention to details means ensuring the design is consistent, high quality, there are no typos, alignment is on point, and visual language exists. Think about the design of a well-known website, something like Airbnb. Every detail from the typography to the spacing between images and text is carefully considered. High-quality images of listings attract users, and consistent spacing makes the site feel clean and user-friendly. This meticulous attention to detail enhances user trust and satisfaction, and this contributes to Airbnb's success. And if you don't pay attention to the details of your designs, it will be super obvious when people look at your design, and that makes things just look like amateur hour. So yeah, pay attention to the details as much as you can. The next thing that can dictate if you're a good designer or not is one of the most important things out there in the graphic design world. Exceptional designers think conceptually and can develop innovative ideas that communicate a message effectively. Conceptual thinking involves seeing the bigger picture, generating original ideas, and crafting designs that not only look good, but also which convey deeper meaning or tell a compelling story. One outstanding example of conceptual thinking in graphic design is Apple's Think Different campaign, and this was launched in 1997. Now, the designs featured black and white images of iconic figures like Einstein or Martin Luther King Jr., and that was alongside the slogan Think Different. The campaign celebrated innovation and creativity, and it effectively communicated Apple's brand values, deeply resonating with the audience. This concept required conceptual design thinking to actually come up with in the first place. But hey, I hear you. How can we be more conceptually creative as designers? How can we do that? Here's a quick 3-step process. First, of course, do research. Then use brainstorming techniques such as mind mapping, sketching, making keywords, or free writing to generate ideas. Think of ways to visually communicate your message effectively. Then refine the concept and then seek feedback. Now, the third way your designs can show if you're a great designer is something we all know about. But it's important, and I'm going to add something onto it. Great designers excel at arranging elements in a way that is visually appealing and logically structured, and this guides the viewer's eye smoothly across a design. National Geographic magazine is renowned for its compelling design, which combines striking photography, informative graphics, and engaging text. The magazine's strong composition and layout play a crucial role in its ability to communicate complex stories effectively. The magazine uses consistent grid systems to organize content across its pages. Visual flow is achieved through strategic placement of elements that guide the reader's eye through the content. And also sometimes, National Geographic uses leading lines in photographs, directional cues in infographics, and thoughtful text placement to create a logical reading path. And so, if your design utilizes poor layout and structure, it is going to be so obvious. But here's something that you need to be aware of, and actually something that will really help you out as a graphic designer. Often, designers can become kind of stuck or find themselves in a spot of bother when it comes to dealing with lots of typography and layout structure. But here are some tips for integrating typography into layouts effectively. Integrate images and graphics strategically to complement or enhance the text. Use pull quotes to highlight key points or interesting facts, and this will break up large blocks of text. Ensure sufficient white space around text and images to avoid a cluttered look. For body text, maybe drop the size down by a point or two, freeing up some room, but ensure to use the same size for body text throughout the design. Next up, something that is so close to my heart and something that will help you become a very effective designer. A deep understanding of fundamental design principles such as balance, contrast, and unity and so on is essential for creating visually appealing and effective designs. And you can see in any good design that the designer has a good understanding of the principles. Consider the cover of Time magazine. Each cover typically balances the main image with text elements in a way that is both eye-catching and informative. The covers often use a symmetrical or asymmetrical balance, and that's with the main subject centered or just slightly offset by headlines and other text elements. Now, there is quite a lot of high contrast between the main image and the background, but also between the text colors and the background too, and this ensures the cover stands out on a newsstand or shelf. Now, when it comes to unity, there's a consistent use of the Time logo, font styles, and color schemes across different covers, and this creates a unified brand identity. I mean, these covers are super iconic. There's no way getting around it though. Graphic design principles exist for a reason, and when you can see them at play on real designs, you're on your way to fully grasping this stuff. Next, great graphic designers have a deep understanding of typography, which, when you break it down, is just the art or the technique of arranging type to make written language more legible, more readable, and visually appealing. To go into this fully, let's look once more at Apple products, more specifically their minimalist packaging designs. Apple typically uses a clean sans serif font such as Helvetica or San Francisco, and that's for their product names and the specifications. Consistent typography systems across its product packaging actually maintains brand recognition and visual coherence. You cannot mistake an Apple product for anything else. Kerning is basic, yes, but it's also essential. Consistent kerning across different packaging elements, such as product labels, informational panels, and so on, ensures a cohesive visual identity. Equally so, leading is important too. Generous leading is used for product descriptions and specifications, and that improves readability, especially on smaller packaging where space is quite limited. The same font family and styles are used consistently across different product lines and packaging sizes. Typography choices align with Apple's design principles of simplicity and clarity, and this ensures a seamless brand experience for their customers. Ensuring you have these 5 things in your catalog or your skill set as a graphic designer is very important, but if you want to keep learning new skills as a graphic designer, just click that video on screen. But until next time guys, design your future today. Peace.